Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization 5 as the Shoshone! So things continue to be pretty good score-wise, which actually just means we're way ahead in terms of city count. In fact, I still don't know if Poland has expanded. Looks like Japan's got a second city over here. And... oh, America! Yeah, alright. And we are trekking towards the National College idea, right? That being said, I really think that Poland, it's just, they're going to definitely trigger an attack. There's no doubt about it. When construction finishes here, we're going to have to make sure to start pumping out composite bowmen ASAP. 8 turns to the barracks, 8 turns to construction. That's very good. We're actually going to have to delay the library construction quite a bit. And with that in mind, actually, there we go. Hello, America. You're far enough away. Let's go ahead and do embassies and be friendly. Anything else we can trade? No. But hey, nice to see you. But with that in mind, so we got construction, and then we had philosophy queued up, and I don't think that's actually going to be reasonable for us. I think what we might end up doing, we might need the happiness from trapping. Or no, it's deer, so it's not happiness, it's just food. And that's all. So I'm thinking sailing. Potentially for a cargo ship, but mostly because I want to work my way up to optics. Alright, we'll finish construction, actually, and maybe we will pick up philosophy regardless, because I don't think it matters much. And then we'll have it available, but it's not going to get rushed. You are going to construct a plantation over here. We are working the correct tiles. Yeah, that's locked. Good. You are fine because you're building a settler. The barracks are there that way. We can make a change, can't we? Well, we want you to grow. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. You, keep scouting. There's Washington over there. In fact, I might put you on auto walk. Well, here's the thing. I'm tempted to bring the Pathfinder back because I'm worried about Warsaw, but I think we do want to glance around a little bit more. No. I wonder if I could convince you to go to war with Poland, though. That would be extremely handy. Declare war on Casimir? For spices and 1 gold per turn. Really? I wonder if there's any way I could bribe Casimir to declare war on Japan for cheaper. No. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm so happy to encourage that war. Because that will actually give me a chance to sneak in the National College before having to mass build my army. Yeah, okay, this is so worth it. Declare war on Casimir. 1 gold per turn, 30 spices. Means losing a luxury. Sucks that it's one that I only have 1 copy of. But no, this is so freaking worthwhile. We still have 3 happiness to spare. We are about to expand, so that will drop certainly. But no, that's good. We can hook the sugar soon. We've already got this copper hooked up. Yeah, so it just looks like sugar. We'll get some extra cotton, but can't really do anything about that. Okay, you just keep freaking exploring then. We are not going to need you back home anytime soon. That is such a huge coup. So, I've been debating which city to go and settle. Right, because there's a production city over here, which is awesome. This city spot is actually really strong for lots of reasons, too. This is also the sort of greedier pick. And I'm kind of like feeling the greedy pick overall. You know, cuts off this part of the continent from, you know, Poland. But I don't think they would expand this far anyway. So we've got time to spare. And there's still a good city spot over here. But I think, while we're not going to be able to work the science right away because it doesn't actually have any food in that tile, once we get the wheat and the fish hooked up, we'll be in pretty good shape to do that. So we'll get there. Meanwhile, you... What I really am going to want are some composite bowmen. But you can't start that right away. We could sneak in a barracks, which is not bad. Part of me is just thinking watermill. We'll produce units slightly faster. Could sneak in a granary. I don't think that's really worthwhile. Barracks just for that +1 upgrade. It doesn't make, like, the biggest difference in the world, though. It's not bad. We are going to need some units, but we're already, you know what, I'm going to sneak in the watermill. Yeah. But once we do finish construction, after that, it's going to be, like, a few composites. Oh, man, you know what we do need, though? Yeah, we don't have a library here. Hang on. How many turns away? 17 plus 6, 23 turns away. The library here is 15 plus 6. That's 21. Oh, that's totally fine. Here, we're 16 for the monument plus 36 for the library. Should I actually switch productions right away? We don't really need a monument here that fast. Now, the production times will go down as soon as the population goes up next turn. But you know what? Oops. Show queue. We are going to queue up the library and drag that up to the top. The monument can wait. If we're going to do the National College, like, semi-rush, we're going to do that. I mean, really what we're going to be library blocked on is the new city over here. I suspect this city will actually be working this hill tile and be stagnant for a while, just to rush it out. Yes, do construct a farm. That's the best way to defend against Poland. Well, Poland's not going to be attacking me. They're going to be at war with Japan. Because they can't hit the city unless they're literally in this row of jungle. Because they can't fire over. Because here you can't reach. They can reach from here or here. But other than that, they're mostly going to be forced to move right next to the city. So I'm actually going to defend pretty good from the hills. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I can actually spot for barbarians too. Just sit tight. Good. Alright. Japan is protecting stuff. Good for them. Still think we're okay as long as we don't die. Where are you, Sophia? Are you being protected by anything? By Japan? So we'll pledge to protect you. Sure, why not? I should just, like, automate this guy. Right, you have grown in size. You could go faster if you work the bananas. 17 turns to the library. That's actually faster than we need it. Yeah. So, do we go bananas, or do we split the difference and go for the deer? I think we're going to go to the bananas. 6 turns to growth. 34 turns is too long, but it's going to grow in 6 turns and drop the production time quite a bit. I think that's going to be okay, and again, we're mostly going to be waiting for our city down here to do stuff. Japan built a statue of Zeus. Alright, I'm fine with that. Not a concern. Man, there's so much territory here. It just goes on and on forever. One long snaky continent, which is actually kind of cool. I mean, I'm sort of like in a South America-ish. South America, North America. Sort of the way I can think of these blobs. That's already improved. Where are we actually sending you? Actually, I should probably send you to go and improve a tile over here. Maybe even drop a mine. We can also hook up the iron. I think it makes sense to improve our territory down here, though. It's another American city, okay. We met Riga. Where are you? Oh, way down there! Well, I'm sure no one's protecting you. Actually, I'm the first person to have met you. So, I will pledge to protect you, because I'm willing to bet no one is going to come close enough to annoy you. Other than perhaps me. Construction almost done. Yeah, build me a city here. Go shut! We grabbed all the tiles that we would have been competing against Riga for, which is good. You go ahead and take the production focus. We are going to start on the library right away. It's 19 turns if we do that. Okay. 16, so 18 turns to be able to start the National College. Right now we're at 19 turns with the full hammers. I could potentially... No, you know what? Go for full hammer production. And we'll stagnate. 19 turns to the library. We're going to get the library or the National College Tech in 18 turns. That'll actually line up very, very nicely. We'll be able to start basically as soon as philosophy kicks in. Since we shouldn't actually be in a war. Yeah, you go be there. Oh, you're going... you know what? I'm not going to care to mine that. Actually, it doesn't matter. We're not going to be working any of these tiles. You know what? Do go and mine this. We'll just make sure to lock you, lock you on that tile. it'll be a minuscule, minor improvement. We are unhappy, though. We need to hook up that sugar. Okay, you've hooked that up, which is good. Wow. Alright. The Great White North. 3 turns to finish that. Because we've got this hooked up. Oh, right, we gave away one of our happiness resources. Can we get fur? They've got 3. We could pay them for fur. And ivory up here. But you don't want... Oh, I might not have extra cotton. I think I'm trading 1 cotton away to Poland. So actually, if I got an extra cotton hooked up, I would be okay. You know what? Rather than improve this hill, construction is done. Yay! Classical era. Yay. Come down here and just hook up the cotton for me right away. It's actually going to have a bigger value. We don't need the cotton directly, but we'll be able to trade for something. You have finished the barracks. Great. You're going to be building a library at this point, which will end at exactly the right time. Yeah, our growth is like way down, so let's just reset the tiles and go for like maximum production rate here, since growth is currently broken. 0.5 food. Does that modify this? It does too. But that just means it's currently producing 1 food in excess, which is not too much. It's certainly more than I would have hoped for here. There we go. Do that. Maybe I can get stagnation optimization in a few other places too. Stay there. And here. Boom. Stagnation, slightly more production. Not getting any money, and then therefore actually probably losing money. Well, no, we're at even odds right now. I think that's okay. Kind of maxes out some of our hammers. Well, that's clear. Or starvation like that. I don't think there's a more optimal situation than something like this. Oh. Well, then that's just still more food. There we go. Even stagnation. And I think the extra hammers I actually would prefer here. Because while we're going to finish these libraries ahead of philosophy, the faster we finish libraries, the faster we can actually get to producing some composite bowmen. Which I don't think need to rush defensively. I don't expect anything here to trade hands, but we're currently weakening the Polish. This just keeps going. What the hell? We're weakening the Polish, which will make it a lot easier for us to attack Warsaw. I really did wish that they'd built some freaking wonders there, though. I mean, I'll still take it, because it'll give me some breathing room. I mean, maybe I don't have to. I don't know. Come here. We're going to want some sugar. Give me some sugar, baby. Wittenberg. Pledge to protect. Barbarian encampment over there. Actually, I wonder if we... Is there a quest to destroy it? That's that one. That's that one. That is that one. We might be able to sneak in there and kill the encampment if we time things properly. Okay, good. We are not going to be able to finish a round of production here. How far are we from philosophy? Oh, still 13 turns. And you know what? Let's dump in a Colosseum then. Because we are a little bit happiness capped. It'll resolve itself pretty soon. We're going to get our sugar. We're going to get the extra cotton that we can trade for something. Sugar me up. 10 turns away. That's fine. See, that becomes kind of possible. I'm going to move away from him and hope that they beat in each other. There we go. Fur for cotton. Love it. Thank you very much. I accept. Positive happiness. We could actually enable our growth again. Only question is, where do we want to do it from? Let's do that. There's that cotton. Let's go for the grain. That's going to be fine. At this point, it's going to take too long to build that mine to really make a huge difference here. Should probably let our capital grow. It's got a lot of good tiles over here too, though. There's actually a lot of really high quality tiles if I let this guy grow. 11 turns to that. 9 turns. Yeah, either way, it's going to pace out perfectly fine. So yeah, work that tile. That's good. Okay, I'm happy with it. Good, good, good. Wow, catapults and everything. I'm so happy that Japan is doing the war thing for us. You are working that. Great. Good, good. We'll actually get a little bit more happiness soon. I might even be able to let this guy work a slightly more efficient tile here to grow. That'll be fine. Okay, we're not going to be able to do that anymore. Let's just piss off from there. Holy cow. Hook up the iron? Maybe. I suspect it'll just get pillaged if the war starts. To the extent where I've decided to change my mind. I will go and improve some other damn tile instead. Yeah, you know where my capital is. Let's do that. Maybe we can actually develop a teeny tiny amount of friendship. I don't think I care about that. Washington completed Stonehenge in turn 68. Wow. Monaco, oh, doesn't need my help anymore. And we claimed a new tile right over there. I guess fortify until healed on the hill. Nice defensive spot to be. More cotton. I think that's fine. Oh, the other thing I could do is build roads, which would almost certainly give me some money between here and here. I think it would start to turn a profit, especially since it only needs 3 road segments to build. Plus, lets us get to the front a little bit more. The inevitable front. Religion founded Protestantism in the holy city of Washington. All right. I still, like, I'm really bummed by how poorly Warsaw is doing. I wanted them to found a religion so we could get that, like, so I could claim a holy city or something like that. I wanted them to build wonders. They haven't expanded. They just built a military. They were like, nope, I am just going to take this guy's stuff. Did they really not build a city over here? I'm very weirded out. Go ahead and build me a road down to there. You have 3 citizens? Good. Yeah, all right. Running a little low on happiness, but again, I think we'll be okay relatively soon. So keep on growing by building that. 4 turns to the library, 7 turns to philosophy. Still 9 turns over here, and there's no way for us to accelerate that. So that's still really our library cap. And then other than that, everything's, well, that's not growing, but everything else is growing. Okay. Would be nice to have some city-state friends, especially since I'm debating the idea of a diplomatic victory. Look at this. Tile graphic is broken in half. That's weird. Maybe I should have set up a mine here. Oh, they've pieced out. Someone found a religion. Okay, Colossus, that's fine. Okay, war is probably coming my way. Meritocracy would help a little bit with our happiness situation, especially if I'm going to build some roads. It's a little early to go super road crazy, but it's not too terrible. We could start a golden age, and I'd like to grab this early for the discount of the next culture policy, which is quite nice. Obviously, we are working to finish liberty, so either way, it's kind of samey. You know what? I think I'm going to grab this. We don't have a huge number of developed cities, so the golden age might be a little early. But I frankly, I think this slightly earlier boost now is going to be quite sexy. Just to try to get, you know, what are the effects? Tell me there? No. Yeah, it's going to be pretty handy, I think. You're working some wonky tiles, though. Work there. Work this one, clearly. Yeah, well, I guess not that wonky. We have a lot of tiles that make us a lot of money, for obvious reasons. But can we sneak in a bowman here? Yeah, 5 turns, perfect. It won't start with an upgrade, but that's okay. So I guess I don't want to mess with anything because I need the production to stay exactly where it is. Oh, actually, I could do that. No, still 6 turns. Oh, right, because the unemployed person gives a hammer. Okay, 5 turns. That seems reasonable. I'm okay with that. You're fully repaired. Kind of want to swing back around over there, but I'm expecting that we can't actually do anything about it, so that's okay. Yeah, I guess I could have built the mine earlier. That's fine. I can't believe it's expanding this way. Why is it not going for the volcano? Why would it prefer these tiles as opposed to that? I mean, I can always buy it, but there's no reason to rush it because I can't... Well, I suppose I could work it. The city would stay stagnant, but I would get a crap ton of hammers. I mean, 17.5, and then you add in the plus whatever. The only shame is that this city location doesn't allow me to build an observatory, but there's no real way to get everything done, so... What can you do? Sugar is on board. We've got 7 happiness now. Hooray. Let's get the sheep going, which will be quite nice. All right, you finished the library. Good. You have your barracks. Good. We could build some walls, but I think I would rather just have some bowmen. I would say, you know, like, walls don't kill people, which is not entirely true. It's actually really, really strong in the defense, but I think a good offense is more what I'm looking for. It depends. If Poland were to suddenly declare war on me, having walls would probably be better than 1 extra bowman, but that would be it. I think the war is actually coming this way, but a big part of me still kind of wants the bowmen instead of the walls. How much do the walls give me? Plus 5 strength and 50 hit points. You know what? The bowman's just going to be better. You finished your library, so you're building the monument. I think I'm okay with you finishing the monument. Just because culture is good. Yeah, and then we'll probably queue up bowman after that. You got the library. Good. Okay, and you're still doing that. I'm still feeling like relatively confident, but the AI, especially with some catapults around, could burn through Team Moak really, really fast. We did delay them a bit, but it's only a delay. Get that going. Tell you what, we'll try to bring you home. There's a little bit to explore over here and there. And we actually can't walk through Japan. It's all closed up. Unless we can get open borders with them, which we might be able to. Oh, right, we need civil service. Never mind. Could sell someone horses. I don't think that's what we want to do. You know what? I'm just going to auto-explore on this guy. It's too far away. He'll just fill in some gaps for us, and that'll be fine. It would have been nice to have him here to harass maybe some archers. Philosophy. Choose research. Okay, I think... actually, being able to build some horsemen is not too shabby. Catapults for the assault. I will want the one fishing boat. And it would be nice to be able to embark just to move... actually, to be able to find some goodie huts on the other continents, actually. There's some definite value there, although that Pathfinder is still going to be stuck without the ability to embark until he goes into some of my territory. We'll grab this. We have the option of building a fishing boat and cargo ship. And then... I don't think swordmen are the route to victory for us. I'm thinking mathematics, just in case we want, like, say, 1 catapult. And then we actually might end up going to currency or something at that point. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Damn it. Apparently I really should have found a religion. There's not even a pantheon in Japan. What the hell? Alright, we're going to put you on this hill. I'm sure Poland's going to attack. We're mostly just waiting to see how long it takes before we do that. We're going to start the National College here. And, well, we'll definitely let the 1 citizen become born. Can we... If we shifted things around anyway... There's not really a good way to shift things around to get more hammers over here. Well, I suppose I could do something like that, but no, it'll be just starving. No, that's totally fine. That is done. Great. We probably... Oh, well, we could hook up a plantation over here. That would be something. We do have a worker coming here. I also would like to build some mines. Just to get our production up a little bit higher. Oh, we could even farm up some of these spots here, which actually might even be better. We want some marble. Barbarians. Islam was founded. Okay, you're finished that. Great. Now you're allowed to grow again. Congratulations. Granary would actually be pretty good for you. Result in +3 food. We don't have a ship thing yet. Monument's also pretty good. But no, let's get the granary. We want you to grow pretty fast because it's actually going to be important for you to be able to start working the volcano at some point. Possibly as soon as size 2. Because you'll still be able to grow. One person working the wheat plus the granary would actually result in a lot of extra food. So yeah, at size 2 we'll be able to work the volcano. I'm not going to go in and buy the tile yet, but soon. Great Wall has been built somewhere. Oh, he's finally settling! I wonder if I can... If there's any hope. Yeah, this is my fast mover, too. We could be the one to actually declare war to steal that worker. It is being safely escorted, though. Alright, picked up sailing. Oh, hello. Oh, shoot. There's no way for me to be able to actually take this. I mean, just bombard that guy, partially for the experience, but... damn it. Because I can kill the spearman, but I can't then move in and take it. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put a farm here. Because food rules everything. Go ahead and stand here, I think. Will give us pretty good coverage over any sort of invasion that might happen from Poland. Finish the monument, great. Do we want to sneak out a bowman? Maybe, or even trireme to spot things. I think we are going to need another bowman up here. Again, this is going to be my primary military building place because it does have the barracks. But it's going to pay off to have, you know, another one slightly faster because that's a lot of Polish troops. Oh, sure, bombard me, not this guy. Couldn't declare now and possibly really mess up his plans. But I think I'd rather more time to build units. Alright, let's pull back to my hill over here. Okay, that road is connected. Hopefully it's making me some income. 4.15. Good. So it's cost me 3 in road maintenance, but I'm earning a net profit of 1.15 gold. That makes me quite happy. We'll go ahead and get this cotton hooked up as well. Another bowman. Definitely grab barrage. There's a lot of rough terrain over here. We're going to pop you back here. Technically, the city would be stronger with the unit in there, but that's going to be okay. And again, we could build walls, but at this point, I'm quite happy. Build another bowman. I'm not even sure we want to build this one here. But I'll go ahead and finish him off. It's going to be okay. We've got the city connection. Great lighthouse is built somewhere. Still not by Poland. Well, Poland's not even coastal. We got growth over here. A little extra production. You know what? Work this tile. Part of me even thinking about the banana, but that is a lot of money. Plus the extra culture. It's going to be okay. Speaking of, I don't remember. Did I pick up trapping? No, I'm going up to mathematics. We are going to want... We'll queue up trapping after mathematics just because it's so damn fast. And we will want the deer at some point. But for now, go and hook up the bananas. We might get attacked and lose our worker, which would suck. I still would like some iron too, but swordmen are not going to be the key to our victory. Ranged units are so strong, especially against the AI that can't really defend against them particularly well. Alright, Lodz is over here. Technically in range of that on a river. It's actually going to be a pretty decent city for us to take later on. Wahaha. And I'm not necessarily going for militarist victory, but it always helps win in any direction if you're able to claim some sweet, sweet land at some point. Although, you know, we've got some sweet land still available to us. So, Golden Age ended. Goshet has grown to size 2. Oh, you should be on production focus. What happened there? What? Curses! Missed out on a few extra hammers. I'm going to let it actually work this tile here with the extra hammers for now to finish the granary a little bit faster. Because as soon as that comes in, then we're going to buy this tile and start working the science. And it's going to be awesome! In fact, you know, since I'm going to be buying the tile no matter what, apparently, since it's going to be expanding to the west, just on the off chance that there's another sieve on the other side that could magically reach things, let's do that. Because it would be really fucking annoying if somehow someone stole that. Yeah, that would be... I'd say that would be a bad thing. That might get me to say a few dirty words. Oh, this video has gone slightly overly long, so we're going to put a cut in here and see you guys next time.